This is the award-winning Lee Pitts Live.
Brought to you by the North Law Firm. For car accidents and negligent security cases, call Joe at 239-337-1191. And by Lee Health.
Southwest Florida, we're so thrilled that you joined us here at the Holiday Inn. Of course, I'm Lee Pitts. This is the Holiday Inn Airport in Fort Myers, right across from the Gulf Coast Town Center. The accommodations have been outstanding. Big shout out to the Holiday Inn for accommodating us here in their ballroom. As you can see, it's a really nice ballroom. We got a fabulous show in store for you today. Get a chance to talk to my good friend Cecil Carter. He's the coordinator of the Omega Health Forum here in the Southwest Florida area. That's always a big hit. He'll be joined by James Middlebrooks, a member of Omega Psi Phi fraternity as well. We'll find out if he's the Bosselet or the pole mark or something over there now, but no, he's not. Also, I know who is. We also get a chance to talk to the director of the Lee Pitts Live After Work Social that's taking Southwest Florida by storm on Fridays. From 5 to 11 o'clock, talk to Wanda Mays. And in closing of our show, we'll get a chance to talk to Mr. Middlebrooks himself, the publisher of their fabulous paper that you guys see me talking about all the time, The Community Press. All that's happening on Lee Pitts Live. We'll be right back. Southwest Florida, welcome back. Of course, I get a chance to do one of my favorite shows. When I get a chance to talk about the Omega Health Forum, Family Forum, that's taking place at Dunbar High School on September the 15th. So I got, this is one of the perks of the job. I get to talk to Dr. Cecil Carter and Mr. Middlebrooks at the same time. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. Let's bump you in.
Okay.
Is it fair to say that both of you are members of Omega Psi Phi fraternity?
Very fair.
It's fair to say that, Lee, yes.
Is it also fair to say that Omega Psi Phi fraternity and Lee Pitts, who's a Sigma, get along just fine?
We get along very well. We
And is
appreciate
it
your
also
support.
fair to say that here in Southwest Florida, all of us Greeks work together for a better city?
Yes, we do.
That's
Yes, we
right.
do.
You guys
Yes.
need to know that.
Okay.
Now, I've said this on TV numerous times. I'm going to say it again, that of all the programs that we have in Southwest Florida that we Greeks put on, the best program in terms of helping our community is the Omega Health Forum. I want to salute you guys, not only for putting it on this coming year, but all those years in the past, you guys have stayed the course, and we only get positive feedback from it. What do you have to say to that, Cecil Carter?
Well, Lee, thank you for those good words. We certainly appreciate it, and we certainly appreciate the support that you have given us over the years. As you pointed out, we will have, and this will be the 23rd annual Omega Health Forum on September 15th at Dunbar High School. The time for the forum will be 9 to 12 noon.
Okay.
Now, we will be having a new activity associated with the forum this year. Starting at 8 a.m., we're going to have a pre-event presentation. That's going to be focused on the HPV virus. And we're inviting those who are interested and wanting to know more about that to come to that.
What's HPV?
That is the human papillo, and I knew I was going to mess this up, human papillon virus.
Okay.
I believe it's
it
called.
Affects what?
It's a sexually transmitted virus.
Oh, really?
It's a sexually transmitted virus, and it can result in cancer. And there's a vaccine that's available for it, and so all kinds of information will be given out about that.
Who are some of your partners who partner with you in the health forum? I think you Lee Health and
Lee Health is our major.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have
And
the
we
Florida
enjoy-
Health Department.
The Florida Health Department is involved. We also have 21st Century Oncology involved. We have Southwest Florida Urologic Associates involved. We actually have about 25 participants, 25 agencies represented at this health forum.
Excellent. Now, Diane Spears, she's one of the chief nurses at Lee Health. She's
Correct.
always been involved. I need you to talk about the great work that Diane Spears does, Mr. Middlebrook.
Diane started with us when we was at the fraternity house. Our first year that we had the annual health forum is that at our fraternity house. We had it there for 4 or 5 years. Diane Spears, with the help of her church, was instrumental in helping us get that started. And we have gone, even like Cecil just said, we've gone up to we passed 23 years now. And we're going to look forward to the future that we can have even better health forums in this county.
Excellent.
Yeah, Lee, the Health Forum started out with a focus on prostate cancer
Yes.
with men, and that is still a major focus. And you mentioned Diane. I have to tell a story about her because one year she made me go through the prostate screening there at the Health Forum, and I really appreciated that. Fortunately for me, there was a negative result, but the focus is on prostate cancer. We've got other health issues that are being addressed as well, blood pressure, glucose, diabetes, I mentioned STDs earlier, and just a whole host of health screenings.
But from me doing this TV show over the years, I've made sure that I started getting all my health screenings from listening to these types of conversations, Ms. Middlebrooks. I get my prostate checked on an annual basis and all these kind of things just from what I've learned from hearing about the Omega Health Forum. What kind of feedback have you heard from the community and people who had success stories?
We have had several brothers from our own fraternity has gone through this and been helped during this process. We also have people in the community who would be happy to come back and say to you, because of the health forum,
wow.
They was diagnosed and they was even to be able to have that information for them, for they won't have that problem anymore. Health forum has helped a lot of, especially male, and that's one reason we open it for male and female, because the female will get those brothers out there, because the brothers didn't like to come. See, it was just for brothers at first.
Mm-hmm.
Brothers don't like to come, but the females will bring them out to make sure they have this topic done for them, so they can be sure that they don't have that problem in the future.
Now, when people come into Dunbar High School, it's like a small clinic or hospital. It's just retrofitted for that. Kind of give the concept of what it looks like, what the privacy and everything related there to Dr. Carter. And also, it's free.
Good point. and I'm glad you mentioned that. Everything is free. Absolutely no cost to anybody for anything. When a person arrives, we do ask them to just kind of register so that we can get a good count of the people who have taken advantage of it. And along the hallways there, we have several tables set up where agencies are, in fact, providing information about the various health issues. In individual classrooms and in the clinic, we have the actual screenings taking place. And in those, for those screenings that require privacy, we make sure that that is in fact assured. We have curtains set up in classrooms, for example, to ensure privacy. We have individual rooms set aside for privacy and so forth. So we make sure that everything is done in the most professional manner. And participants get immediate feedback on their results, and if it's necessary to do some further screening, some further tests, they are advised to do so.
Okay, so that's on September the 15th. Who is Dr. Breeden? I see here Dr. Breeden was
he was one of the first, yes, he was one of the first participants, one of the first participants in the Health Forum, and actually focused on the prostate cancer again, and certainly he has to be recognized for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does it do for you personally, Mr. Middlebrooks, to know that your fraternity has been engaged in such a magnificent event over all these years, helping people and saving lives?
It gives us the satisfaction that we are out there doing what we're supposed to do in order to help the community. Because of our health forum, we've been recognized at the state. We have an article in our article for the Omega Psi Phi for national that has seen that we have been on that forefront for at least 20-some years plus. And we are there to help the community. Not only do we help the community, because we do this in our local area, other fraternities, other Omegas around the state, around the national, around it, and they are now doing health forums.
So it originated right here in Fort Myers?
I cannot say it was originated right here in Fort Myers, but I do say that we are consistent.
Okay.
And that we are consistent every year for the last 20 years plus.
I know that for a fact.
And that we have been recognized by the state of Florida. We've been recognized by the national. And when we go to our meetings, they ask us right away, what are you doing to keep this thing going so long?
Yeah.
Yes.
Dr. Carter, I want you to look into that camera and make an appeal to the public to come out on September 15th.
Well, again, it's the annual Omega Family Health Forum, and we do emphasize family, men, women, and children. Everything is free. We will have a whole host of health screenings available, very important screenings, especially for the men, the prostate screening I want to point to again, but also for the women and children. One thing that I did not mention is that we will also, again, have a food distribution from the Harry Chapin Food Bank. If you're interested in that, it will be made available. We just ask that you bring some bags so that you can handle whatever food you're given. And we also have the meal that will be provided, the healthy meal that's put on by Lee Health. So there's a whole host of activities going on, all health-oriented, and again, it's free.
9 a.m.
9 a.m. to 12 noon, September 15th, Saturday.
We will also have this in the community press, that they will be able to not only just Black Americans, any person that's in the county of Lee, that we will also have it in Haitian, and we'll have it in, yes. So when you see our flyers in the community press in the August issue, you'll see it in 3 different languages.
And speaking of the community press, we're going to go to a break. When we come back, we will talk about my favorite newspaper, the community press, with the publisher right here on Lee Pitts Live. Gentlemen, thanks for everything.
Thank you, Lee.
Thank you, Lee.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.